there's all those different types of anger we might express, but overall, when we have that emotion, it's got to be for a reason.
Yeah.
When we're feeling that anger, however we feel it, what's it telling us?
Yeah. So anger can actually be a signal of real problems that we are experiencing. It might just be that little bit of reminder. But there's a big difference between telling someone that you're angry and yelling and screaming, obviously.
Yeah.
So handling anger well is about being able to express our feelings, our thoughts, without blame. Gives us an opportunity to search for some solutions. And then more importantly, to let go of that emotion attached with it and move on once the problem or situation has been solved or agreed on or agreed to differ on.
Yes. So when we feel that anger, whatever it is we feel, it's time to stop and ask the why and to process it, isn't it? So could you talk to us a bit more about that? How do we actually work through that then in a helpful way?
So there's a little bit of a cycle, an anger cycle, where an event happens. But in the ideal world, we'd then stop and think. Then we'd acknowledge our feelings and emotions, and then we'd behave or respond.
But we all know it doesn't always happen like that, and I'm sure we've all had moments, say something comes and you you react, you don't respond. So what do we need to work on then? What do we do?
So I guess one of the key things is finding some strategies that help us when that event happens. What are some things we can do to help us to stop and think rather than going straight to behaving or responding, which could be inappropriate. So the anger booklet unpacks some strategies and gives an opportunity for people to reflect on maybe some strategies they're using anyway, or to learn some different things. So taking a break, obviously, is we even hear the kids at school saying, oh, take a break or walk away is quite a common little saying. But in this learning, yes, we take a break, we walk away, but that time is then used for thinking time. And part of the strategy is how we're going to come back to the situation. So it's not just walking away, otherwise that's anger avoidance.
As adults, you can't just do that. The situation's there, you've got to be grown up and deal with it.
So that's a key strategy.
Well, can I ask you about what about take a breath? I hear a lot of people talking about this, just take a breath. Is it actually useful?
Absolutely. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Can just be as simple as that and quite tactile for people. That can be a helpful, just a reminder. Counting down from 10 or counting up.
It sounds too simple, but it could be
So
helpful.
what that is doing, it's putting our brain in balance again. So yes, we've got an emotional part of our brain and we've got a logical part of our brain. When we're angry, the emotional takes over and it's hard to think logically. So by doing some of these things, the breathing, the counting to 10, the walking away, it's switching our brain back into more logical mode rather than that high emotion.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Blowing off steam. You know, and for some people it's blowing off steam regularly so the steam doesn't build up, the adrenaline doesn't build up. Going to the gym, playing loud music, whatever. Or blowing off steam might be doing something when you feel those emotions are strong and doing something to just get us back.
Playing the drums.
Playing the drums, self-talk, you know, having some little positive affirmations or things like I can do this or I just need to take a break and think about this. Some of those little key.
And not beating ourselves up in our self-talk because we can be our own worst enemies, can't we? That's good.
Speaking to the person, that can sometimes be the hardest. But if we've done some good thinking beforehand and if we use some statements like I feel, when, so it's not a blame statement, but it's just acknowledging the feelings that you have. That can be a good strategy. So different strategies work for different people.
Yes.
Doesn't mean we have to use all of them.
No.
Some of the strategies match better with some of the anger styles than others. So the booklet that we work through in this session in Positive Lifestyle Program gives opportunity for a whole hour discussion.
Yeah, well, I could see that we could keep talking about this for a while because I've learned a whole lot of things just in this few minutes. But if people are watching and thinking, actually, I do need to think about my anger, where can I go from here? We've got these booklets. Are these available to people? What could they read or do?
So the Salvation Army offers the Positive Lifestyle Program at 36 centres across the country, so from Whangarei in the north to Invercargill in the south. So it's just a matter of contacting the Salvation Army or going online if that's your preferred way of contacting, finding out if either the individual Positive Lifestyle Program or the group Positive Lifestyle Program is available in your town or city.
Thank you for talking to me. It's really interesting, and I hope that that's helpful for people. I'm sure that it will be. You just had a Bible verse that we thought we could finish with because it fits right in with what we're talking about today.
And so each of the Positive Lifestyle booklets do have some words of scripture embedded in them, and this is the one that is in the anger booklet. Don't sin by letting anger control you, and don't let the sun go down while you're angry. So that's from Ephesians. So not holding on, doing some things to release those feelings.
Yeah, good advice.
Absolutely, and straight from the Bible.
Exactly, you can't go wrong with that really, can you? All right, thanks for watching everybody.
Thank you.